Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Welcome to everyone, Super Global Host. Today we show frigate management system. For example, this is Bangladesh. They have on a seaport in Chittagong. So our product, for example, in Dhaka. So from Dhaka to Chittagong, we go by road or train. After that, from Bangladesh to we go to Saudi Arabia, Jeddah seaport by sea. This is the water land. So in this path we cross by ship, and after that our final destination is Riyadh. So from Jeddah to Riyadh we go by land by any vehicles. So how can we manage this full process? So you can see here one is importer and another is exporter. So one supply some goods and another country there have maybe someone who received those one. So this full process, this logistic frigate, how can we manage? For example, this is one frigate management for a company. They are providing frigate services. So there have some frigate water already. If I open one, I open one frigate. There have one unique number, tracking number, and there have shipper name, then here consignee, and this is import or export, transport process, water. This way there have some information, and after that there we show order. In this order there have one container name, goods name, billing on, pricing, etc. And also there have some route. So the route means how it come, in which way it come. This is the route, and there have some services, and there have tracking. So this full system we want to see how it work. Here you see, here have some option: shipping, and then customs, then configuration. So at first we want to look the configuration. So if I go to configuration and click on ports, so there have two ports. One port is Chittagong and another is Jeddah. So we can add more ports here. If I open one ports, for example Chittagong, you can see this is the name, the port, this is the code, this is the country, and there the option which we are allow this. I select here air and water. You also can select the land also. So this is the option, port. You can also create new port. Just click on port, then put the port name, code, country name, state name, and if you want to active this code, then you need to activate it. Already by default it is activate, and also you can suggest which is transport it is supported, land, air, water. So this is the first thing. We need to configure the port. Then we need to select some container. There are many type of container. For example, you see there we give some name of container. If I open one container, then you can see this is the container name. This is a demo data. This is not real data. And after that we put one code of this container. Container means when it go by ship, then it go by container. So this is important to set the container. So this is the size is 6. This is the unit meter. That means its size is 6 meter. Weight here 50 kg. There have one volume. This is meter cube. So in this way we can set one container. So in this way you see I set some container name. You can duplicate or create new container from here. Just you need to give the name. For example, I set one big container, and also you can set the short name, and you can change this value. For example, I put here 12, and I put 100. Here I put so it is demo data, it is not real data. So you can set your what is the container. Normally there are two type of container, one big size, one small size. So according to size you can set their type here. So we see the port, then we see the container, and here have root operation. Here we see we make one root operation. If I open is, then you can see the root operation name is main caris. So here have some options. Sell price for land. So in land we can put here any value. Sell price for year, sell price for water. So we can, if we put there some value, then when we make any order, then it affect there. So in this way we can make any other route if we want. Just need to click, then we need to put one name, then we can make the route. For example, we make one, we just copy from the first one, duplicate. We make one pre-carries another route. So in this way we make another route, and we can also make another route. Post carries note, we can also put the value here, the value what we want we can put here, and we can save. So we can see how can we set this route container is done. Also here have pricing list. So we need to give some pricing list. If I open this one, you see this is pricing list. We can make pricing list 1. Here we set weight price is 2000 and volume price is 200. You can set as you want, and if you want to set another, then just I put another price list 2. In this case I put here 1200, and here 300, not 300, 150. This is volume price, per volume price, and this is per unit kg or weight. So I save this one. So here we configure the port, we configure the pricing list, route operation, container. There have another option, services. Services means what we are doing in the time of delivery. For example, there have some option. See, this is loading, unloading. So here we can put some value here. Demurrage, if for demurrage how much, for delivery how much, we can set value here. In this way we can set other all the service we can set here. So in this way we when it is finished, then here you see another option, custom clearance. When it coming, for example, when one ship is coming in the port, then suppose for example it come from Jeddah, sorry, it's come from Chittagong port to Jeddah. So when it's come in Jeddah, then it needs some custom clearance. So here the option from where we get put the information of this custom clearance. It is get the custom clearance, or what's the document you need, we can also put there, put here. Now I go to make one new frigate order. For that I go to shipping, click create. Here we need to set the shipper name. So for example, I select their one shipper name, this one. We need to tell it is export or import. In this case we just click the export. For example, when one shipment is come from one place to another place, then someone is import that and some one export this one. So the company who are mainly logistic company or frigate company who are dealing this one, then they make agreement either importer or exporter. Maybe total cost totally vary by importer, or sometimes it take from the exporter, or sometimes it will be divided as the contract. We take this money from him. So this is consignee. Here we select name. I just put here on test company name. This is the loading. So I set here loading company is port is Chittagong, and this is the discharge. I set here discharge is Jeddah. Here we can set also agent. If agent is not the shipper, then we can select his name separately. Here is the expected date. So from here we can tell when this ship is reach. So in this case we select this is demo data. For that I just select this one. So after that we need to add the order line. So I just click the container. Here we need to set the container. For example, in this case I select the big container. Goods name, here we need to set the goods name. We in this time we select the long pant. Billing, what is the billing, how we billing for this. For example, we want to there are two way for billing. One is weight and one is volume. In this case we go by volume. And pricing list, we set to pricing list. We can choose any of this pricing list. For this case we select pricing list 1. So you see, when we select this pricing list, then unit prices come automatically. It is coming from where we set here one pricing list. There we tell for per unit it is cost 2000. So it is coming. For example, here our weight is for example 50. In maybe real data is different. I just put here on demo data. See, when we select this demo is weight, then this volume is inactive. If we make another, for example, we also have this container, and in this container we carry those all are waiting. For example, if we what's good we have there. Okay, for example this one, and but for this we now want to select volume, uh, and we can set the price list. You see now price list is 200. Why? Because this product is set 200. Pricing list for one, volume is per unit 200. So here we can set this is 30 meter cube. So in this way the total amount is coming. The total volume is 30, total weight is 50, or maybe you have only weight, we have no volume. So as your requirement you can put this one, you can save this one. Okay, here one important option, transport. So how this transport is going, this going by water. So when we select this water, then there have two options coming, one full container load and another less container load. Full container load means all the container it is full, there have no additional we can put there. But if we select the LCL, then maybe they have capability to some goods, other goods to fill up this container. So in this case, we select FCL. This option also for year. If we, for example, if we, it is not year, it is for land. If we select land, then also we can get two option, LTL and FTL. This is also full truck load. LTL, this is low truck load. So by this time we select water. For volume we want to create one new. For example, we want to create something liquid. And here we need to put the size. So I put here size. This is not size because it is we measure by volume. For that we measure here 20 volume, and this unit we meter cube. Okay, then here billing on is volume. So here we put pricing list also, and you see they are coming the default 200 that we set price list 1, and for there I set 10. It is total 2000. We save this one. So it is saved. So what happened, this is liquid, we measure it by volume, and here our unit price is 200. So how many volume we take, we take 10 meter cube volume. So this is our total for this shipper. For this shipping, the price is this one. Now we have some additional thing. For example, see if we want to not only it come from Chittagong to Jeddah, we want to take it from Dhaka to Chittagong first, and when it reaches to Jeddah, then we want to go to final destination in Riyadh. So here from Dhaka to Chittagong we have some cost. This is land. This is one route. After that we come in water. After that from water to again land, or you can select year. If you need, you can select year. So we can go to route. Here you can select different route. This is the our main carries. This is from Chittagong to Jeddah. We transport, this is by water. We add another carries. This is pre-carries. This is from source location. We create Dhaka. We can select, this is new one. For that we need to select this one. We select Bangladesh, and destination is Chittagong. We want to this is by land. We want to select another carries. This is post carries. This is from Jeddah to Riyadh. We also need to create this one. So this is the source will be, destination will be Riyadh, and this is the source location is Jeddah, and this also we want to go by land. So here we need to set the price. In main carriage we already set the price, so here we do not want to put any additional charge, but for pre carriage and post carriage we have some charge. For example, we put here this is on demo, this is not real data, 300, and for post carriage we have set 500. So this is our full route. That means from Dhaka to Chittagong, full cost is this one, and from Jeddah to Riyadh, full cost is this one. So inside there we have many expense. We also put those we put those separately. For invoicing, it is we need those data only. After that, uh, you see this is the service. So our water line is finished, our route is finished. So for example, it's come in from Dhaka to Chittagong, and from Chittagong to its journey to Jeddah. Here have some service. What is our services? Maybe when they coming, then there have the people who are involved there, they need some food, or they need some accommodation. Maybe they sometime they need to spend a night in land area, or in maybe in a ship. The ship, it need to land any middle point, any other, though maybe the chances there have some additional cost. So those we can set as a service. For example, I set here one service. This is the vendor name, not services. Service is there. I set one food and accommodation, and for that we select the vendor, where we need to give the money. We give the vendor name. This is we give the vendor name. Here we set the quantity, and here we can select the sale price. So this is demo purposes, we make those things. This is our main carrier, that means ship. This is by water, how much total, this one. Then we have individual route, we set the route, and we set the price, and if we have additional services, then also we put those here. Here also we have tracking, so tracking we will show after some time. So here now see you set one service right here, and also you set here some price. For example, there have 300, this is for p carries, and post carries is 500. So how you get those so those you can add as a, because you also need to pay for those, right? So when you want to give this payment, also you need to take this payment from your customer. So I just save this one. Now yeah, here you have one option, custom clearance. So custom clearance means when it come from Chittagong to Jeddah, then there have need some custom clearance. Before that, I want to give set some bill. That means when it is start, then there have some cost. For example, there have land cost, there have a driver and manual, also there have services. So I just go to accounting. There have have some related vendor also, and accounting from vendor to, I just want to create one bill. You see here already some bill is there. So I want to create one. You see that this is the another bill, vendor one. This is a draft. I want to create one new bill. So I just click create. Here I select the vendor. For example, this time we select the vendor Dhaka Hotel. So you know how much they pay for this food and accommodation. So their main product there are two. So we give their any name, for example expense, and there have we how much we want to give there 200. There have also tax, if we need then we can put the tax, otherwise we remove this one. There we put 100. So this is normal one bill, vendor bill. So we just confirm. We need to set one date here. For example, this is today date. Confirm this one. Register payment, and we also give this payment also, cash payment. So this is paid because when this journey start, then those expense we already need to pay. So this amount also we need to charge to our customer who is handling who is importer or exporter, who as our contact. For example, you see in services we already set this price. So this price we take from this customer. So there may be some other cost for land or p carriage, post carriage. Maybe we can set different bills for each. This is p carriage, post carriage, or maybe we can add also those. There are two options. We can add those bill in accounting, and from vendor bills there we can add whatever we have give the vendor. And another option, expense. Some actually go by expense. For example, I show you. You see there have some expense. Those expense, for example, VGM, then stamp, AMS. There have some expense. For example, VGM, stamp, AMS, documentation, custom declaration, custom clearance, custom duty. So those expense you can add here, or you can have on sheet, you can just upload this one. So if I see it is already we make paid. How we make paid I show you. For example, I open one stamp. For stamp purpose we spent here. If I click edit, how much we spent, how much quantity. For example, we have 5 quantity. So this is total amount, and paid by who is paid this one, employee or company. This I set here company. And you see you can attach one image of this receipt. When you buy this stamp, then they give you one receipt, right? So you can add this receipt here as a proof that you spend this money. You can save this one, and you can create report. So this report go to manager, submit to manager. By default this is the this account already in manager, so he can also approve this one. For example, I approve as a manager. So this expense is approved. So see those two is approved, and if they give the payment, then it show it now go to account and they give you the payment from account setting. we can when you get this payment, they can give your same amount. This is there here 5. So in this way we have some documentation and custom declaration. There have we have some cost. So one by one we can add those one. For example, this is a custom declaration. For that maybe we have expend how much we expend for one. We expense 100. This is demo, not actual data, and here we put the 5. So this is this coming one around 500. So you can also create a report and submit to manager. So this is coming as a expense, but if you want to set those as a bill, for example, one agent this do by your site. For example, one agent do all of your documentation, custom clearance, custom duty, and you want to pay him. For that, what you need, you no need to make it is when your company person or your company handling those by their hand, this time it's come as a expense. But if you do by this by any agent, then you just need to go accounting and vendor and just need to create one bill, and here you set the vendor name, or vendor, which vendor is do all of your work, and you can add here those thing. This is custom clearance, those things they are doing for on behalf you, and you can give him payment. All the payment that you give there is coming here. Where you see, if it is root, you see there have root, this is post carries, this is all the custom clearance we add here. And pre carries means this is this one from Dhaka to Chittagong, we have some cost. Those we make all together and we put here. If you make it as a expense, if you go to expense, then you can show the total how much expense from here, and you can get this data and put there. Or if you make it from accounting vendor bills, then also you can see the total. This data is coming minus y because it you need to pay this one. So there have two things. One is vendor bill, that means in your journey you somewhere you need to give payment, maybe any agent or custom clearance or any person that you need to give him money. Those all are your vendor, so you need to add those here, or you add them as a expense. And the money that you take from your customer, that is coming as a customer invoice. So now we are showing how this customer invoice coming from our frigate management system. So you see, this is our frigate management system. Here all the thing we added. Now here have the option, there we have add the order, we have add the route and all the price, we add the services, everything. So now we want to make one custom clearance. So we just click this custom clearance. This is one number, this is the unique number to track this. See a frigate, they have a unique number. So we can just click this confirm button to confirm it. And also there have revision. If we have any mistake here, you see before there have some document option, so you can add what's the important document here. There have the document name, and from here you can upload the file of this document. So after that, if there have any mistake, then there have one option, There by default you see that the loading port, discharging port, everything there. If any mistake, then you can just click this revision, and you can write the reason, what is the reason for this revision, and you just click save. So now we want to submit this order. So it is submitted. After that, we can create invoice. We can also set their tracking. Just click this tracking icon. We can set the, this is delivered, and this is the destination location Jeddah, this is the source location Chittagong, transport by water, and we can submit this one. So anytime they want to track, then they can track from here. This is delivered. You can also change this deliver option or a tracking option from here. So accordingly we can track what the present condition of this. So any of your employee, they can notified what is this, what is the present situation of this shipment. So this tracking will be done who are present or who is directly involved in this frigate. Now we want to make the invoice. So just click this invoice. So this is our total bill. Here you see long pant, this is the amount, and another is baby set 1, main carriage, pre carriage, food carriage. Those main carriage we already set there. So only pre carriage and post carriage we add there. Only pre carriage and post carriage we already there. Also we can add one services there. You can also click edit, and also you can add another if there have left any option there, you can also add. So after that you can set the delivery address here. I just confirm this invoice, and when we get the money, then we just register payment. For example, we take this money cash or bank. For example, we take bank, and maybe they did not give the full amount. They give some amount due. For example, they want to give now this amount, just this one, and this amount will be as a due. So we make this create payment. Actually we select their full amount, for that it coming. You can reset this on draft. Again I show you, if you have any mistake, then you can just click this reset button, again confirm, and after that we need to, when we get this payment, then we need to click this register payment button. We select its bank or cash. If we get the less amount, then we can set this less amount here, and we can click create payment. So this is paid, and from preview we can see the invoice. There have two options. We can print it as a hard copy, or we can download this one. So this is the invoice. Here also we have the option frigate order. You see already we have one invoice and one clearance. This is if we want to print the frigate order, just we need to click come. This is the order. Here everything, the route and everything they are showing. And if we want to track print also tracking, then also you can print from here. So this is all about this one. This is the invoice. There have one transfer button. By this one we can deliver it to customer in from our system. And also their picking type, there you see now picking type is warehouse delivery order. Here the show the operation and further code out warehouse. We can set different warehouse. For example, in the time of delivery, from example from Jeddah to Riyadh, maybe we have need to store it anywhere. This time we can set multiple route and multiple warehouse, and from one warehouse to another warehouse we can also transfer internally. This is a company internal transfer. So all this all about this frigate management system, by which we can manage full frigate, where its present situation, how much cost, everything we can create. And also you see everything is integrated, so one data is one place, then we can also get it from another place. So any frigate management, any frigate company or logistic company, they can use this system easily. Maybe they have a different requirement. Actually those requirement we can manage. There have multiple routes, multiple warehouse, internal transfer, and there are different ports. So you just there need some configuration. So in this configuration, according to your demand, we can make this system as your need. So thanks for watching, and if you need this system, then please comment us or send us email support@superglobalhost.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.